Give me a minute. The Kyiv Post is reporting that in last night's air raid on Ukraine, territorial defenses and the Ukrainian armed forces shot down 17 of 23 Shahed attack drones. That's a 74% interception rate. It's pretty darn good. Though below the average for territorial defense, I have to say. Still, good percentage. 3 of the drones that they didn't get went astray and landed on the territory of Romania, apparently. The Romanians have yet to confirm this, but the video evidence is pretty compelling. And the events are currently under investigation, according to the helicopter crew of the 57th Air Base in Romania. When we think about the drones landing in Romania, there are real concerns there about wider escalation. Nobody believes that the Russians intentionally sent them to hit a NATO country, but it's a problem. And when people die from it, it's a problem, like when that missile, that S-200 missile landed in Poland and killed that farmer, right? Friend of the channel, my buddy Dan, said, yeah, but nothing happened then. I have to disagree with that nothing happened. It raised the alert status in Poland. It galvanized the Polish consciousness against the war in Ukraine and in favor of the Ukrainians. We saw the Poles step up weapons shipments after that and cooperative agreements to the point now where the Poles and the Ukrainians are talking about the Poles intercepting missiles and drones over Ukraine. And if I'm not mistaken, that was the first time we heard anybody in the Polish government talk about the possibility of boots on the ground. This shit keeps happening. Those conversations keep happening. And the more you have conversations about putting boots on the ground, guess what? You're inching toward putting boots on the ground. So while it may not have led to Poland's direct involvement in the conflict, as this is unlikely to lead in Romania's direct involvement in the conflict, it is true that the cumulative effect of these kinds of events change the dynamic of a war. There's just no two ways about it. And so we should be very aware of that and cautious as we move forward, because these things are going to continue to happen. In addition to the attack drones, the Ukrainians shot down 8 reconnaissance drones of varying types, the Zala, the Supercam, and the Orlan 10. Now, this comes on the heels of General Syrskyi just yesterday saying that one of the big problems facing the Ukrainian armed forces is that the Russians essentially have control over the skies. Their reconnaissance drones have been seen as deep as 50 kilometers into secured Ukrainian territory. That should not be the case. Why is it the case? There's a shortage of weapons to deal with the drones, according to General Syrskyi. Now, somebody found some weapons last night because these reconnaissance drones were taken out along with the attack drones. So it appears that the Ukrainians may be increasing the awareness of the reconnaissance threat and trying to do something about it. One of the things that we in the West could do about it is supply some fucking man pads, because according to General Syrskyi, he is just plumb out of them. So anybody talking to your congressman, maybe mention that we could use some fucking man pads over here, would you? Thanks.